So I did a quick check because I had some extra time, and I knew no. Okay, I mentioned I am bad at clocking voice actors, but Nora, considering the information we have on her and sound of the voice, it sounded familiar, and it is Abigail Thorne of Philosophy Tube and some recent works that she's done on with her plays on Nebula. So that's pretty cool. I've watched her latest video pretty recently. So it was like right on top of my mind, like, you know, some of those vocal inflections feel very familiar. And if I had a nickel for every time I played a game that had Abigail Thorne in it and I didn't realize it, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's very surprising. And you know what? Good for her. Let's go with... It's interesting that the childhood innocence joy character is supporting Nora, which would push her, presumably push her towards MK, whereas power warns her against going to MK. My initial thought would be inverted, because I would think Bliss would want her to stay being an artist, not go towards what is some kind of big corpo. If I were smart, I would have put up a poll for people to pick. But I don't want to spin the wheels of time and wait. Let's just support Nora for now. I'll keep it in mind. I can just open up a poll next time. As I open my mouth, I can feel Bliss's sparkling energy at my side.
This is gonna be good. I can feel it.
But what if I'm just telling her what she wants to hear, so I don't make her feel bad, to avoid saying something uncomfortable?
Everybody wants support for their accomplishments or their mistakes.
The words lift a weight off me. Bliss is right. Not my place to pass judgment, is it? I smile at Nora.
Money, responsibility, a chance for a fresh start. Maybe you should take it.
Seems like everyone hates MK except the people who work there. So maybe I'm missing something. And if I took a job there, I'd find out what.
Maybe, or maybe they'll mind control you. Oh no.
It's been hard. Laszlo and Ursula have always helped me out, but I want my own home now, my own life.
I smile, projecting warm affection and reassurance.
My goodness, I need another hug.
I nod and smile. She jumps forward and into my
I
arms.
miss you so much. You're always so supportive, so calm, so sure of yourself.
Nora can't see my face. She's missing the clouds of doubt passing before my eyes. Me? Sure of myself? That's probably the energy I've learned to give off. Inside me, though. Inside, my world is upside down.
This feels good.
It does.
Nora squeezes harder.
I'm sorry I didn't visit.
Polly is the same VA as Shadowheart. I'm like, interesting. I haven't really played too much Baldur's Gate 3. Bliss. Ah, Bliss is Shadowheart. Interesting. I squeezed back.
I was busy and I wanted to keep everything from here at a distance. A plant like me, well, it needs water and sunshine and distance from its parents.
Nora lets out a laugh. It's round and booming. That's the laugh I remember. Then she releases me. We're both recharged. Both at peace.
Come on. I guess we should find Laszlo.
I could do with a drink.
Maybe passing out, forgetting about the necklace and those two weird... I stop the thought before it expands beyond my control. Whee! Family first. Because that's why I'm here, isn't it? Family. Whee! Family! We got a crystal! Ooh, I like the little animation going on. Crystals collected during a chapter are not kept when you move to the next one. Interesting. That one's locked out. Okay, so we can click on a node and get a recap. This is nice. Interesting, we get these little emoticons. Check some of our previous things. So if the symbology is consistent... I was wondering if the emoticons would have been like keywords, like, alright, if it's a question mark, there's something being asked. Now, I'm not too sure what the emoticons on the messages might imply. Hey, Durangar, are we in a deep moment? We were kind of. I mean, when I stopped talking to most of my family and lived in Hawaii for 5 years. Yeah, it was mood. Looks like half the cast was also in Baldur's Gate 3. That is kind of funny. I mean, that's sort of a testament to Larian's ability to grab good voice actors from the void. Well, welcome on by, Durangar. Alright, I guess we are going to get access to Bliss's sanctuary. I guess we're joining a pajama party. Let's go! Sometimes it hurts, but really, you just gotta go fuck this shit, I'm out. Bliss's unbreakable egg. Well, hopefully Bliss's, Why is it an egg? Okay. Wholesome stuff. Wholesome stuff. Legally distinct sandcrawler on that, not Tatooine. Exactly. Well, hopefully this egg is not a suppository, because, I don't think it's gonna fit. Ooh, this music. It's got some nice layering to it. I also love how the birds are so colorful here. That's just a giant avocado. We got a big blue dog. We got pills here. Yeah. It's just full of graffiti and art and just childlike wonder. Lena Rain is the composer. Sounds familiar. That's Celeste, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. We are it looks like we have a visual delight, we have a voice actor delight, and we are having a musical delight. So far, I feel like the game is firing on all cylinders. When I return to my senses, I'm no longer on Atina. There's a warm blanket around my body, a soft whisper in my ear, and then a playful voice.
Finally! There you are! What you did back there, that was nice of you. Real nice.
The desert wind fans my hair out in front of my face. It's surprisingly sweet, almost invigorating. The aspiration beside me points to a building in the distance. Faint electronic music seems to radiate from the colorful walls.
My crib. Yeah!
Holy crab cakes. It's like the Ultra Frame Show. Wub, 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 wub. All fame, all ultra, 25/8, 366 days a year. Also like the sort of like synthwave digital space into infinity sort of thing we've got going on inside. You know, we got some bean bags. We've got some all sorts of action figures. We've got the big old doggo. A personal vending machine? I don't know about having a vending machine. I don't want to have to keep fishing quarters out of it. Inside it's warmer. Cozy but loud. Blaring with chimes and chiptunes and peppy high-energy music.
A beanbag. Drink?
Oh, hell yeah.
Drink. Or eat?
Do I need to? Nah. Do I want to? Course. Tasty's tasty.
Hell yeah. Bliss knows how to be an immortal, all right. I have to stay focused. Every time I look around me, this world seems completely implausible.
Are you real? Or...
Big chunky CRT situated opposite of a flat screen, which has another CRT floating nearby, and another flat screen doing the same. Yeah. Interesting that it seems there is a CCTV of outside. Also, this looks to be a DOS box of some flavor. Ooh, and we can see like the signs of like a very retro game. Like we're talking, was that Turbo Hiker? Is this a Celeste reference? I feel like this is probably full of video game references. Some of them I'm probably missing. Oh, we got a giant boba tea. That's also nice. I hope this is like a beanbag donut and not just a comically large donut.
Us lot, aspirations. We're the proof that you lot, humans, exist.
The proof we exist.
That's a bold claim.
Yeah. You exist, so we exist. And if we exist, then...
Humans exist.
That's kind of some circular logic.
That concludes our segment on philosophy. Don't think about it too much. I don't.
That's reassuring somehow. Even the gods of this place don't know how it works. They may be gods. They are not omniscient. Fallible gods set in a Mediterranean place. Interesting. Noted.
Listen, you just need to see the Augural as a board game. You've got your resources, your goals, your supporting characters. It's just a game. Chillax, enjoy, have fun with it.
That may be a little too far because it is real people. Real things are happening. Decisions of significance are made. Chillax? No, she's deflecting.
Earlier, you said that this was serious. There could be consequences.
Sure, but I don't like the word consequences. Too many vowels.
Too many vowels!
Foul either.
Is everything a game to you?
No, not everything.
The aspirations mood shifts immediately. The room feels a little darker, a little less cheery.
The future isn't. The future is important, vital. And the future, our future, is in your hands.
The Augural.
Also, this computer setup is basically me whenever I watch Twitch streams. You know, I just open up like 4 or 5 different ones, sit back, and just let the experience overwhelm me sometimes.
Aspirations have been around since the dawn of humankind. We've guided you, and we've been guided by you.
We're connected.
connected. You exist because we exist.
Okay, okay.
And the other way round as well.
Kind of covered that.
If we die, you die.
If you die in the game, you die in real life. And if you die in real life, you die in the game. Gotcha, gotcha. Noted.
I don't want to die. No, siree.
There's a break. A silence filled by the sounds of Bliss's sanctuary. Enough for Bliss to wordlessly express that she's talked enough.
Fine. I'll explore the future.
Yeah, and have fun with it. I'll be around, listening, chiming in. Unless I'm in the middle of a game, of course.
Me when 2 or more people are streaming specific games, except I'm juggling back and forth between tabs and stuff.
Of course.
Once outside, I pause for a moment, watching an immovable sun casting its light onto the bunker. And it hits me. Aspirations aren't good or bad, noble or evil. They are what they are. All of them. Representations of the fallible, malleable human psyche. Should I join forces with Bliss? Power? Another aspiration. It's up to me to decide. We're telling Bliss the fate of the world is at stake. Bliss is like, yeah, but I can't pause right now. I need to get to a save point. Alright, so I feel like this is like the end of like the tutorial chapter. So we've kind of gone through everything. You know, we have branching. We have the crystals we can gain. The sanctuary. Speaking of sanctuary. The world of Bliss lies under a protective shell. Only in this untouched space can she retain her innocence and joy, or so she says. The egg first appeared within the void of the first ages of reverie, a shelter from the storm of raw nightmares of old. Bliss was born there from the first dream of hearth. With the help of the first oracle, Bliss expanded the egg significantly since then, adding more and more gadgets inside and protective devices outside. Interesting. So the reference of what was it? The raw nightmares of old. That makes me think of an urban fantasy web serial I've read. Where there's a big thing about like the rules of Solomon that bind others, the non-humans, the spirits, the creatures of magic, basically. And how before the rules of Solomon were writ and agreed to upon existence, you know, the primordial entities could do all sorts of world-shaping things, and humans were simply just dregs to be pushed around, manipulated, and changed for the use of the primordial forces. This is very interesting. I also wonder if we're gonna get some scene where Bliss is not so happy, fun, gamey, and we see that protection stuff kick in. Like, this is a bunker. We have a wide open desert. You know, a clear area to see enemies coming to defend yourself. Could be interesting. Let's see what our next node is. Our head is buzzing with thoughts. Now what? Whatever's brewing here is big. Bigger than my mother disappearing. I step closer to the heart of reverie. Its blue flames don't seem to burn.
You still here?
I turn around. Bliss is standing right in front of me.
Didn't mean to scare you. Sorry.
There's more to it than she's ready to share. I can sense it.
This is a lot. Are you real? Is any of this real? Or am I having some sort of waking nightmare?
First, thanks. Nightmare indeed. Second, it's very real, Sprout.
I just need a minute.
Also like this little animation thing whenever we start speaking.
It's okay.
Interesting.
Really. We're really impressed by everything you've done so far. Soon, you'll be able to see even further on the Orgrill.
Everything I've done, all like 2 decisions I've made so far.
How far ahead?
Depends on your choices, on who you side with, on what happens.
She's uncomfortable.
I can tell you don't exactly trust me, even if I can't read your mind anymore.
Let's be honest here.
You mentioned my mother. As soon as I stepped into all this, you knew. And you wanted me to find her. What's going on with her? Do you know Ursula?
Do you know Ursula? Where is she? Dummy Joker! Where's Ursula?
Did aspirations breathe? Because if so, Bliss just took the biggest gulp of air ever.
Ursula was here before, in your shoes, in this place, wearing this necklace.
Ah, so our mother was the previous Harmony. And it's something that is passed down not on death.
And she tried to do everything you've been doing today, and
Or does it pass in death? Or did a fate worse than death befall her? Ooh, there's been mentions of the nightmares, of the void at the edge of reverie. Was she corrupted? Was she taken?
She failed.
she wasn't the right person. Why? I can't tell you directly.
Oh, that's not gonna be like mentally taxing at all whatsoever. Oh boy, we're just gonna bury that landmine and we'll just step on that later. Every mystery solved, 2 secrets are added.
Whatever happened, it broke us. It almost ruined reverie. And we forgot. Our minds, our bodies were twisted and erased.
That's ominous. I turn away from Bliss. A minute. I just need a minute. Today's been a string of stolen minutes, wild concepts, shocking discoveries.
We need your help. And you need ours. There's an aspiration called truth. They know a lot. I mean, of course. If you could find a way to save them, it would mean the world to us.
I feel like that's kind of literal.
I know it's unfair to ask you to go out there without any more information.
It'll be okay. I understand the stakes. And I'll do my best.
I give her a tentative smile. I need to get back to Nora. Be with Laszlo, search for my mother, and this truth. No time to lose. Game is saved after each node. You can restart a chapter from the start as long as it has not been completed. I see. So we could just revert back if we wished. Good to know. Let's go ahead and end the chapter. Act overview appears when reaching the end of a chapter. An act is composed of several chapters, each having its own objectives. The act overview is a simplified vision of all the chapters composing an act. This is the objective you have now completed by helping Nora make a decision about her future. It is now part of your ongoing journey towards the main pivot points of the story, the outcomes. An outcome represents the conclusion of great events of the future. They are unlocked by the crystals you collect throughout the chapters. At the end of a chapter, all the crystals you have collected are automatically transferred to the outcomes. Alright, so that's why we can't preserve crystals between runs. Unlocking an outcome generally requires a large number of crystals. At the end of an act, you'll have to pick an outcome. On the augural, you can press colon to view the act overview. Do not hesitate to check it regularly and see your progress towards the outcome you're aiming for. I wonder if there's a way we can brick things and accidentally, like if we evenly split between these two, will we not have any outcomes? So you can run through and then try other routes until you're content to lock in decisions. Yeah, and I do think that's an interesting way of doing it. I like that. I like that. So we've got Spark of Joy. Your return should mean hope, joy. Sadness is what's stopping this place from thriving. And then Tradition Reborn. Place needs a guiding hand, Harmony. Someone to show the way. You establish some sort of harmony between the aspirations. This is bond or power. Okay. We only have one so far, but unless there are a ton more chapters in an act, I think we're going to be getting a lot more crystals throughout our decisions. It looks like this one has a split. Chapter 2. More glory and more grief than I can tell. Ooh. Ooh. We have some more complex branching going on here. Interesting. Ask Nora about Laszlo. Hold off from now. No, I think we'll ask about Laszlo. Why does this have? That's weird. The eye symbol means the node will trigger a revelation. Revelations unveil nodes still invisible to okay. Wait, oh, consequences reveal 2 nodes. Interesting. 2 specific nodes or 2 nodes I choose? It's gotta be specific nodes because the rewind feature means it would be kind of abusable if I got to pick which nodes are revealed. Look up at the sky. The clouds floating by, obscuring the newly revealed stars. Familiar, but unknowable. Beautiful, but ever-changing.
I came out here for like 2 hours last week.
I believe it.
They suck you in, don't they? Especially when the sea's calm and you can see them reflected down there.
I like there's this white outline around the active character to help break them up from the background. Just a little touch. Look over at her, neck craned upwards, a half smile on her lips. She seems calmer. I'm glad.
All right. Time to rip off the bandage. Let's go see Laszlo.
I'll be at your side.
I know you will.
She lowers her gaze from the heavens to look me in the eye.
You haven't seen him the last few days? Full on denial. It's killing me to see him like this.
Sounds rough. But we'll find a way, right? Even if we have to outdrink him with his own imported beers.
That wins me another smile. Clearer this time.
They are so expensive. And I'm broke, just so you know.
We walk through the streets of our childhood, laughter bouncing off the old familiar walls. We chat as we go. We're sad that one store closed, amazed that another has managed to stay open. We laugh, a godsend considering our circumstances. The further we walk, the worse the flickers get. Bonds Marsh. Ooh. I like these painted greenery. These little inlets. Images of other places. Impossible places. Reverie. Birds flutter about my head, phasing in and out of reality, and a kindly voice calls my name. Ooh, is this gonna be Bonds? And then he's there, in front of me. Ooh, hold on. Get some of this music first. All right. Oh, we got a little buzzing, a little echoey. We got a little jungly, a little foresty. I like the trees, the kind of like pillows and rugs, you know, laying out here in nature. All right, all right. A rain world person may be a little bit scared. It's not a very safe shelter being out here in the open.
Greetings. Oh, did I startle you?
Ooh, interesting that Bonds has a, what is it, Cat's Cradle, I think they're called? An interconnected web.
Where am I? Who are you? Another aspiration.
Exactly. I'm Bond. My siblings keep forgetting about me. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Ooh. Is he writing things? Using the Cat's Cradle?
No. I guess I'm getting used to it. I feel at home, somehow.
Naturally. My path is one of community, friendship, and empathy. My mangrove forest is a place of warmth and safety.
That's a penis. A small penis, but still a penis.
And I am an excellent host. The journey before you, Harmony, is one with many roads and even more destinations.
I am wondering how many different configurations he has on this.
I am here to guide you towards those that lead to understanding, not conflict.
I know this won't be as simple as that, unfortunately.
All right. Welcome on back, Lucy.
Oh, you mean your mother. I know you will find a way to see eye to eye with her.
Fat chance, but sure. Let's pretend that's even remotely possible.
I don't wish to keep you. Before you go, I have but one piece of advice. Remain mindful of others. Then your journey may be one of discovery, not destruction.
Ooh, a little outdoor cafe. Before I can reply to this newest aspiration, I blink. I'm back on Atina.
Turns out he wasn't even talking to me. Can you believe it? What an idiot. Well, we're here.
He's right. Laszlo's bar. I give her a reassuring nudge. We head to the counter. I should have thought we were gonna found a new family. Found family is very nice. I'll be kind of talking about this with some friends the other day. Won't really get into it, but I've never really found familial bonds to be something especially sacrosanct. It is simply the first people you are around, in my opinion. They're still humans, and they are still can be good or bad as any other human. I think the bonds you choose are much more important than the ones implied or forced upon you. Yeah. The place hasn't changed at all, except a little messier. A lot messier, in fact. The rest. Ramshackle seating, the sticky counter, rumble of the tram line overhead. This place always felt like a second home to me. And there, ending bar.
You're here. I'm so glad you're finally here.
Laszlo. Wait. Okay, so Laszlo wasn't our dad, but they weren't returning our calls. Okay. Interesting. I wonder what our relationship is with them. He leaves the counter and comes over. Before I can react, he's grabbed me in a bear hug. My phone jams up into my ribs, and I force a smile.
Word, it's good to see you, Polly.
Thumbs up, yeah!
You look like a strong breeze would knock you over. Are you eating? Here, look, I've got snacks behind the bar.
Nora rolls her eyes. Wasn't wrong. Smile is too wide. His voice a bit too loud. Laszlo's a jolly fellow. This is a bit too jolly for the situation. Why? Ooh. It'd be impossible to gather the crystals for both objectives. We'll have to make a decision. Follow bliss or bonds. Laszlo opens up to his friends. Someone goes away and the community falls apart. Bring it back together. Let it heal in unity. Laszlo is hiding his emotions. You need to strengthen his bonds with the people he loves. Interesting. It's like both paths are going to help him, but it's sort of how we get there going to be different. Alright, so Laszlo's bar. Were the numerous bars built under tram lines in the early 70s, run by a colorful bartender for over 20 years. It has earned quite the reputation. Under the City Council's Community Enhancement Program, tiny bars such as this one flourished under Atena's tram stations. However, they slowly disappeared in the 10s and were replaced by larger, automated multi-story breweries. This bar is among the last of its kind, importing beverages from neighboring islands and coasts. Seamus Creek. Unfortunately, Alma's only public beach has been closed since the 90s. Because of the toxic wastewater that is dumped into our sea, swimming on this side of the island is strictly forbidden. Great. Cool. Awesome. Since the Green Hills Agreement of 2026, Ono Concern has been hard at work to rid our coasts of pollution. It is confident that it will be able to clear our beaches by the end of the decade. A brand new water park near Seamus Creek will create new job opportunities. Construction on the park should be completed just as our shores are reopened to the public. Oh no, they pissed in the water! Yeah, the factories did, that's for sure. Bond, the kindest of the aspirations. Bond is the connection between all things and strength in numbers. Selfishness is a foreign concept to Bond. He lives through the eyes and feelings of others. Bond was once a multitude, but resigned himself to becoming a single being for the convenience of the other aspirations. This is mainly because he needs them to exist and forge the connections on which he thrives. Communication between the aspirations has greatly improved thanks to Bond, and he introduced the concepts of equality and inclusivity to dreams. All right. We're a fan of Bond. Bond's pretty cool. As long as it's not James Bond. Bond's estuary. The once vibrant, thriving jungle has been quiet for a few cycles now. There, wrapped in shadows, swarms of life forms live and multiply. Bond knows each and every soul and secret that dwells within the boundless marsh, and he cares for them all. His mind swims through their energy, breeding new lives each day. Although this cosmos has lost much of its vital energy, Bond kindly watches over it like a shepherd, welcoming vagrant dreams as well. Interesting. Let's go with bond. A family tree is a fragile thing. Be careful how you handle it. Laszlo bustles off to grab some unneeded snacks, sending an errant beer bottle skittering across the cobbles.
He's been like this ever since Ursula disappeared. It's unbearable. He pretends everything's fine, like she's gonna waltz through the door any minute. Whenever I bring it up, he gets angry. So, I stopped. He has his own way of showing his feelings, I guess.
Something's afoot with Laszlo. Something besides Ursula's disappearance. I need this to not... With Laszlo fussing about behind the counter, Nora smiles and goes over to chat with some regulars. There are a few faces I recognize, names bubbling up from the fog of forgotten memory. Laszlo's friends. They look older, shrunken almost. Snippets of conversation drift my way. Not been the same these last few days. What's wrong with him? I turn my head away. I don't need to hear anymore. I'm worried too. I need to do something. Inevitable node. You have no choice but to play this node when it becomes available. Laszlo's a pro at avoiding serious subjects. No choice but to listen to him for now. I try to strike up a conversation with him, but he immediately launches into a discussion of Alma's politics and the price of importing beer. Let him do the talking. Feels good to hear him talk about mundane things.
Nora tell you about the storm a while back?
Was it fucking windy?
Pictures. How bad was it?
Bit of flooding around the island, but the walls held and the roof barely leaked at home. Nora helped board up the bar. We had a good laugh at all the drowned drones the next day. Spotted some MK folks trying to scoop them up before they floated out to sea.
Aw, your poor robots.
Competitive drone fishing.
I wonder what bait you would use to get. I guess it'd just be like a giant magnet. He smiles, and his face relaxes somehow.
A sport where nobody wins.
Laszlo needs support, even if he won't admit it. Why don't you show him the way? If he's too shy to talk in front of Nora, you should give him some privacy. So we need 2 bond crystals. So we have 1. We can get a second one. Ah, okay. So no matter what we would have, or choices, we will get 2 of it's possible to get 2 of either. Interesting. Consequences. Revoke, warn him about denial. Revoke, be gentle. Revoke, Laszlo speaks about Ursula. Revoke, Laszlo speaks about MK. I kind of want to know more about MK, so I think we're gonna go left pass. Ancient Mean Dreki? Ooh. I'll be interested to see that. Ryan Facebell. Well, I hope you have a rejuvenating eat, Lucy. Thanks for stopping on by. Alright, so let's go helping hand, talk about Nides, and then Laszlo speaks about MK. Oh, wait. Okay, so we need to go change. And then MK. We go the right path. Whereas this one would be Nora, warn him about denial. Ask him how he feels, be gentle. Yeah, we're gonna go the left path, the helping hand. This is going to be tough. Laszlo is open and generous, but when it comes to his feelings, not so much. It could be hard to get through to him. I wait until he's busy with a customer to talk to Nora.
Okay, here's the plan. We have to get his guard down. He'll stay like this forever. And that's no good for anyone. So, it's time for some bar work.
What?
Just follow my lead.
I rise and walk behind the bar as confidently as I can. Nora follows close after me.
Come on, move over.
What are you two up to?
Tending bar. Judging from the state of this place, you can use all the help you can get.
The place is looking a little untidy, I suppose. A bit busy, you know?
Looks like a bomb's gone off, Grandpa.
The nerves on this girl.
But he smiles. The banter is enjoyable after all.
I love you too.
Alright, so... maybe you can explain what feels so off about Atina. I start to tidy up, grabbing discarded bar rags, empty bottles, and stale-smelling glasses. Nora looks at me, confused. I jerk my head toward a pile of dirty bar mats. She starts cleaning up around the bar. I know she was hoping for another kind of family reunion, but...
To admit, it's a little strange.
strange, innit?
Being back here, on Atina.
Laszlo nods, but doesn't look up from the glass he's cleaning.
Funny how a place can change so much while staying the same.
Oh, absolutely.
He's nodding again, but his mind is clearly elsewhere. Every now and again, he glances at Nora, concern in his eyes. Or is it fear? Whatever it is, this isn't like him. Okay, now he's going to speak about MK. After a moment of silence, Laszlo places the glass on the counter and arcs his head towards the sky. The light is slowly increasing. The moon rays are bisected by the tram line above. A breeze flutters his shirt, kicks up dust off the street.
Change in that wind. Been a long time coming. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But you live in a place long enough, you know.
There it is. My opening's right there.
Ridiculous. Not at all.
Ursula, she was part of it. Something bigger, something I couldn't see.
Oh, if you even knew, Laszlo.
Scares me a bit, sure.
Scares him? What's going on here?
But you can't hold off change forever.
Laszlo's searching gaze drifts back towards me and softens. All at once, he looks a bit less haggard, less sleepless.
Glad you're back, Polly.
We're going to find her.
We have to. MK's pressuring us. They want the Naiads. All.
They want the land, especially.
They don't care about that old building of ours. They want to build a mall or something, I don't know. And we're running dry. But, well...
He shrugs, signaling the discussion is over. Then he zeroes in on his glasses again. Been a long day, but there's still some things that need to be said. Night has fallen. The place is almost empty, apart from Laszlo's friends and a phone-browsing Nora. A lot of texts. I'm curious, but it's not my place to investigate. At least not now.
It has been a day.
Definitely a day.
Tomorrow's creeping up on us already.
He nods his head at me, but this time it's genuine. There's a faint sparkle in his eye. His armor isn't gone, but the straps have loosened. The start.